Hello, this is Instructor Williams. I am the Technology Instructor for the Antioch Public Library District. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today, we will be going over Microsoft Word 2016 Basics, Part 2. Our objectives for today are how to create and open documents, operating in compatibility mode, text basics, finding and replacing text, and saving a document. Word files are called documents. When you start a project in Word, you'll need to create a new document, either from a blank document or from a template. Creating and opening documents. The first thing we're going to want to do is open up Microsoft Word 2016. So I'm going to come down here to my Windows button or my Start menu, and I'm going to select Word 2016. From here, I have the option to open a blank document or open a template document. I am going to choose blank document, and it begins a brand new Word document project. We can see at the top here that it is labeled Document 1-Word. Another way that I can open up a new document in Microsoft Word is if I already have the program open, I can come to the File tab, which is also called the Backstage view, and I can come and click New. And it will ask me if I want to do a blank document or use a template. Once again, I can choose blank document, and now I have two blank Word documents open. I know this is the second one because at the top it says Document 2. Opening existing documents. In addition to opening up blank documents, I can also open up existing documents. So I can come to the File tab, come down to the word Open, select the term Browse, and then I can choose from my File Explorer which document I would want to open. So I will scroll down to Tech Class, come to Microsoft Word, choose Microsoft Word 2016 Basics, and I can open up Adventure. And here I have a document called Adventure Works. I'm going to change the view for that to be Print Layout. And here we have a facsimile of what a printed version of this document would look like. Now, if you'll notice, at the top of the screen we have the title of our document, Adventure, but here, in between brackets, we have the words Compatibility Mode. Compatibility Mode means that this document was created in an earlier version of Microsoft Word, and because of that, it is set up in compatibility mode. What that means is that for Microsoft Word 2016, compatibility mode disables some of the newer features and only gives you the features that were available in the original version of Word when the document was created. If we wanted to have fuller functionality for Microsoft Word 2016, we will need to convert this document to a current version type. And we can do that by coming to the File tab and coming to compatibility mode here and clicking on it because the button says Convert. We get a pop-up window telling us your document will be upgraded to the newest file format. While you'll get to use all the new features in Word, this may cause minor layout changes. If you prefer not to upgrade, press Cancel. Converting allows you to use all the new features of Word. This document will be replaced by the converted version. And so we can say yes or we can say cancel. In this instance, I'm going to cancel. Text basics. Inserting text. When we have an existing document and we need to add text into the document somewhere, we can insert the text. We don't have to delete everything up to it and then type everything all out again. So for example, in our last paragraph, the first sentence reads, "Following is a small sampling of some of our packages." We can add text into that to make the sentence fuller. To do that, I will take my cursor, which looks like an I-beam that's moving around, and I will set it right between the S at the end of the word packages and the period. And I will click on the left mouse button once. And you can see the indicator marker flashing between the S and the period. And I will add a phrase to the sentence. I will go space, and type in the phrase "that you can purchase," thus making the entire sentence read, "Following is a small sampling of some of our packages that you can purchase." In a similar manner to inserting text, we can also delete text. So we can see that the cursor is still flashing, the indicator beam is still flashing at the end of the word purchase and just before the period, and I can delete that phrase that I entered by simply clicking on the backspace multiple times until it gets deleted. One thing to note on your keyboard is you have a backspace and a delete key. Both of them delete characters in Microsoft Word. Backspace is going to delete characters to the left of your flashing marker. Delete is going to delete text to the right of the marker. So if I wanted to delete the word "following," since the marker is flashing at the end of the word, I can use the backspace. If I wanted to delete the word "is," which is to the right of the flashing indicator, I would click the delete key. Now I will put those words back. If I wanted to select a text for some other type of editing, I can put the cursor right where I want it to be. In this instance, I'm using the second paragraph, the last sentence, starting with yes. And I will press down the left button on my mouse and drag it to the end of the sentence. And I can let up. And as you can see, that sentence is highlighted. When I've highlighted a text, I can edit it in numerous ways. I can come up here to the Home tab, and I can change how the font looks. I can add a bold, can add italics, can add an underline, can even do a strike through, can turn it into superscript, subscript, change the font size, copy and paste. I can also copy the text by coming over here and hitting the copy button. If I wanted to, I could come down here to the end of my document and I could paste that by coming up here and hitting the clipboard, paste. You can see that it has copied the entire phrase on another part of the document. And that's how you copy and paste. You simply highlight what you want to copy, come here and click copy, click to where you want it to show up, and then click paste. All that happens under this group here called the clipboard. Cutting and pasting. Another thing that we can do is we can cut and paste, where copy duplicates what you've written in another place. Cutting removes it from its original place and puts it somewhere else. So let's get rid of these real quick. And I will highlight tour packages. And I'll come up here and I'll use the pair of scissors under the clipboard. Cut. And you can see that the phrase disappeared here. And down here at the bottom, I can click paste, and tour packages appears down here. So I removed it from up here, and I pasted it down here. To move it back, I can simply highlight it, cut it again, come up to above pick a package, and paste it. Dragging and dropping. In addition to copying and pasting and cutting and pasting, I can also drag and drop information. So I could take this subphrase here under our title, "We make you go round the world," highlight it, let go of my mouse, and then come back and press down on the left button and hold it, and then drag my mouse to another part of the document. In this instance, at the very end of the document, you can see right here, and I can let go, and it moves my phrase from the top to the bottom. I can move this at the end of a sentence, I can move it back to the bottom, can even move it back to where it was. And that is how you drag and drop text. Finding and replacing text. The find and replace text function can be found under the Home tab, the very last group on the far right of the ribbon called Editing. And you have a function up here that says Find. I can click on that, and a navigation window opens up on the left-hand side, and I can type in the word tour. If you look in the document, the word tour is highlighted in yellow. So that's my option, is I can navigate, I can find the word tour. If I wanted to replace that with something, I would come to the replace command in the editing group in the ribbon, and I will get a window that pops up, and it asks me, what do you want to find? So I'm going to put in the word tour, leave that there, and maybe I'm going to replace that with vacation. So if we see here, we have the word tour in the subheading here, Your World Tour Planning Experts. So we have tour here. And then down here we have tour packages. My options here is I can replace the first instance where tour shows up. I could replace all the instances, or I could find the next place where tour appears. So in this instance, I'm going to replace all of the word tour with vacation. I get another window saying it's all done. We made 2 replacements. So now I can see Your World Vacation Planning Experts and Vacation Packages. And when I'm done, I can close out the window. If I'm not searching anymore, I can close out the navigation window, and I have my document. Saving a document. There are multiple ways that we can save a document. If we look up here, we have opened an existing document titled Adventure, and I can save that document with the same title, just with the updates, by either clicking this save icon in the very top left corner that looks like a little disc. You can hover it over it and you can see the word save. I can also, as you see here, Control S is a shortcut on the keyboard to save the document, or I can come to File and Save, and that will save my current document with the updates. It will discard all of the old information and update it to all the newest stuff. If I wanted to keep the original document the way it is and also have an updated version, Then I would come down to Save As, and then I would change the name of the document. The other thing that Save As does allows me to save an unnamed document. For example, if I come down here to Document 2, where we don't have anything, and I can add some text on here. If I wanted to save that, I would go to Save As so that I could create a name for it. And it would give me the option to save as type. The current type would be a Word document. I could hit this drop-down menu, and I have all of these different options of file types that I can save this document as. I could save it as a Word 97 to 2003 document. I could save it as a template. I could save it as a PDF document, as a web page, as plain text, and even as an open document. So there are many different ways that I can save as my document. I'm not going to save this one, so I'm going to cancel. And I'll come back here and close out document 2 because we don't need that one. Then back in here to Adventure. The other option I have for saving it is called Export. So with Save As, I could save it as a PDF, and in Export I can also create it as a PDF here and create a PDF file. So those are the different ways that you can save documents in Microsoft Word. And that's it for Microsoft Word 2016 Basics Part 2. So here is a summary of everything that we've covered. In this video we looked at creating and opening documents, using or changing compatibility mode, going through text basics, finding and replacing text, and the many ways of saving a document. Once again, this is Instructor Williams, and I would like to thank you on behalf of the Antioch Public Library District. For more technology-related videos and other Antioch Library programs, please be sure and click the subscribe button.